What is up? This is your LA in a minute, and I'm here on Forest Lawn Drive in front of a row of RVs, trucks, and campers being used as temporary housing. There are more than 50 areas like this in Los Angeles with more than 4,000 campers. So the city is aware of these so-called Vanlords that are enabling these programs to exist. So I wanted to look into how this happened and what the city's doing about it. Let's get into it. Estimates say that 12 to 15% of the Los Angeles homeless population is living in RVs, vans, or trucks, which means that number can be well over 10,000 people throughout the county. The majority of the people living in these vehicles rent them from people known as Vanlords, and they pay anywhere from $300 to $800 a month for housing. Vanlords are becoming more commonplace as housing affordability continues to be an issue in Los Angeles, and some industrious folks have taken to buying broken down RVs and driving them or towing them to hard to enforce areas and finding tenants on Craigslist, Airbnb, or through word of mouth. Even though the leases are not enforceable legally, the RVs are said to provide a significant amount of profit, which in turn is facilitating more Vanlords. Accordingly, these van encampments have been cropping up all over Los Angeles, from Sylmar to Glendale to Watts. So how is this legal? In short, it's not, but it's very difficult to enforce. In Los Angeles, sleeping in vehicles is legally allowed on certain streets, even though other streets have parking restrictions. The challenge for city officials is enforcing the regulations that do exist, as towing these RVs demands large trucks and additional resources due to the escalating nature of the issue. Even though residents of these vans, trucks, and RVs say what they're doing is not a crime, residents argue that the RV dwellers are bringing a wave of crime to their neighborhoods, as well as a massive public health issue, as many RV dwellers are living in unsanitary conditions and dump sewage onto the streets. The Los Angeles City Council recently acknowledged this as an issue, and they unanimously approved a motion prohibiting the sale or rental of RVs for housing purposes. There have also been similar amendments to assist RV renters in finding stable housing and regulating RVs near sensitive areas such as schools, daycare centers, parks, and homes. But as of now, there's no timeline on when the enforcement is scheduled to start, so right now, the RVs continue to proliferate. So this congregation of about 100 vehicles is one of 50 different locations in LA that's being used as temporary housing, and a lot of it's being supported by so-called Vanlords. But the city's starting to investigate and put some rules around it, so we're gonna see what happens. All right, LA, it's been a minute.